fellow watchers and guys. It is I, Piggy, and I am joined by the magnificent Ash. Oh,
Hello.
there we go. I pressed the wrong button. Um, Thankfully I did not roll the intro again. So yeah, what are we here for today? Well, it's the Watching Walford podcast. It's episode 164, and we're going to cover today's big episodes. The biggest storylines and takeaways from week 8 of 2026. All the episodes from the 16th of the 2nd all the way to the 19th of the 2nd. Now, we have a few topics, but I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. Well, John O'Hare. So what are the topics? We have introduction, and then we have Kojo and George move into their respective flats. I just think of New Perspective by Panic at the Disco. Never hear that. Calluim gets his divorce papers, and then I have in brackets the Den Watts quote where he says "Happy Christmas, Ange," but with "Happy Christmas, Calluim." The Slater's Omnibus, and then we have the awards, thoughts about the show, the after show, and the outro. Now, again, like I usually say, this podcast can be 5 minutes, this podcast could be 20 minutes, this podcast could be 5 hours, so who knows? It all just takes it in strides, really. And
Fingers crossed it neither goes 5 minutes nor 5 hours. Let's just scratch those ones off already.
He's lying. It's going for 24 hours. Let's go. We're going to sit here on the 20th of the 2nd and stay here until the 21st of the 2nd. No food, no drink, raw dog in it. That is a joke. We're not going to do it. Because I don't think we could last 24 hours talking about EastEnders, really. But yeah.
Not this version.
No.
I think the one thing to just say before we actually get into this is this is the 41st anniversary. This is the anniversary week, and yeah, it was something.
It was an anniversary.
It was a choice. I'll say that much. Oh boy, it's not a good week. It's really not a good week. It's such a letdown because look, I get it. You do only do the big anniversary weeks mainly on the big events for the 40th, the 30th, the 20th, and maybe ones every 5 years, the 35th. So I understand that you're not gonna try and over-egg this 41st anniversary, and there's no point in even trying to do it in contrast to the 40th, because the 40th was astronomically huge. But fuck me. They could have tried to do something. And hey, look, they did try something. It's just to me it felt tonally very flat. So yeah, it's just such a weird state of play where I feel like the asshole for not liking this current version of the show. And I feel like I'm the problem, but I don't think I'm the problem. But it does also give me it does warm. I'm at least glad that some people are enjoying it. At least some people are going, "This is great," and I go, "Holy shit! All right, so it is possible." So it is possible.
And the
I've just
people
not felt like it is for the last 8 months.
And the people who actually enjoyed this era of EastEnders are fucking morons. I'll put it out there, and I'll say that now. Only messing. I love all of you who enjoy this era of EastEnders. Unless you're a rival podcast, then for obvious reasons I have to say I don't like you because I don't want to see you succeed, because obviously I want to succeed. But that's a joke as well, because I do want you to succeed. So yeah, it was also Pancake Tuesday this week, and I hope everyone got the pancakes in.
I didn't actually do. We didn't do pancakes this week. We're just the initial plan is we were just going to do it next week and act like we remembered, but just bloody hell, it's Pancake Tuesday this week. Not though, just do the old memory wipe. Just, whoops, bloody hell, we got the right day, didn't we?
Yeah. But it's obviously Pancake Tuesday, so I hope everyone had lovely pancake. And if you celebrate Ash Wednesday, not Ash's like day of birth, but like
I think all things should be named after me.
But
Don't know why it's Wednesday though. Wednesday's a shit day, isn't it? Nothing good ever happens on a Wednesday.
But yeah, if you don't know what Ash Wednesday is, it's where a priest usually puts a cross in your head with some ashes, to celebrate Christ and the beginning of Easter. Well, the build up to Easter, and that's not Lent, obviously, not length.
Yeah.
Lent. Just for people who don't know in the back, we're like, bloody hell, what the What the fuck's he on about Ash Wednesday? What the fuck is that? There you go.
Talking about Ash's length on Ash Wednesday. Isn't it getting a little bit self-congratulatory? I don't know.
Why does Ash get a Wednesday? Where's Piggy Tuesday? Come on, like.
Piggy Thursday.
There we go. Also, side note, I will get into the EastEnders in a second. This is the introduction, so just give me a sec. I got an ad that says that in the Night Garden they're doing a live show. I'm obviously 22, but I'm like, probably be better than watching the EastEnders, watching Tinky Wink. No, that's fucking Teletubbies bollock.
That's Teletubbies, mate. What you doing? Iggle Piggle.
Eagle Piggle and
Nah,
Maca.
I dislike In the Night Garden because I was slightly too old for it, and people my age would talk about it like it was fucking gospel. And I'm like, it's a shit show with the name Iggle Piggle. It's like, Iggle Piggle, fuck off.
Maca
No
Paca.
Iggle Piggle here. I'm an adult now.
Yeah. You have Maca Paca. The Ninky Nong. The Dinky Dongs.
Sorry, who?
The Ninky
The
Nong.
Nonce.
Nonce? Where?
That's what I'm
Um,
hearing.
no, the Ninky Nonks. They were like a little mobile, I believe. I'd go
I
see
don't know. Look, I've just explained how I didn't watch any of the show, so I don't know why you're expecting me to be like, yeah, the Ninky Nonce.
the Ninky Nonks. That just sounds like someone we know. We knew. But yeah, continuing on. He's lanky, not Ninky. So I will just swiftly move on.
Piggy just continues his feud. That's been over for fucking months.
Just any time I can throw a pipe bomb in there, that's what I do.
I don't know what. It's not even a pipe bomb. It's just a shit reference to it.
Yeah, yeah,
But whatever gets you through the day.
exactly. He doesn't have a successful podcast, and I do. So, well, it's not successful. Only about 2 people watch it, but it's still.
Exactly.
We
The
also
least viewed content we make, which is also the longest. Coincidence? I think not.
but I will just say we've got some new emotes as well. We've got the Absolute Cinema. We've got
Yeah, Cinema. That's the emote name.
yeah, we've
I
got
think the other one is Serious.
which is just
We
which is
also have, I think it's Ha or What. And then we also have Dance, where it's me in the old banana suit doing the old. That one, yeah.
yeah. I was really going to add. I was going to try and sneak in Aqua's Pitbull. I know you Stone Cold, but I didn't. Just like that. But yeah, no.
Mr. 316.
Mr.
Mr.
Fuji.
Worldwide.
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide. So yeah, will I continue now? Let's go.
Hotel, motel, holiday inn. I do like how Pitbull's credited for that line despite not making it.
Who made it?
I don't remember, but it wasn't fucking Pitbull.
Okay. He is a legend though, for Pitbull. So I will just say Kojo and George will into the respective flats. Now, what is this topic? Well, dear viewer, if you cast your mind back, and I'm surprised Ben Whaley's even acknowledging this, considering we have to feel sorry for Ravi, but Oki and Ravi basically used Kojo's flat as a, I was going to just say crack
Is it
den.
from Rapper's Delight, maybe? There we are. I think it's from Rapper's Delight.
Okay.
That's
But
what line's from.
But yeah, they were using Kojo's flat as basically a crack den, a drug den.
Whoa. It wasn't a crack den. It was a packaging station.
Get that fucking name correct. Get that branding correct, Piggy. Or you're fired. Okay, so it was branding.
The only one who was getting lit was Harry, and that wasn't really by choice.
True. But it was a packing station. And in that packing station, Kojo had to
Look,
make
we've all played Schedule 1. We all know the packing station. Get them baggies on that fucking desk.
I can't wait to just check your Steam profile. And how long have you played that game? 2 days! Holy shit!
Mate, I played a lot of Schedule 1.
I'd not touched the game.
I played 41 hours of Schedule 1.
Fair enough.
I played it with a brother, and it was a really weird time. If you don't know what Schedule 1 is, it's essentially a game where you basically you create a weed empire. of the grass variety, of course, YouTube. And you grow it, you bag it up, you sell it to all the customers. Um, and then you can end up making the old meth and mushrooms and some coke as well.
Coca-Cola.
But also the most ridiculous part though is we played. I played it with my brother, so we would be like talking shop, like discussing the plans. So like, oh yeah, all right, we have to shift 20 grams of weed, and I'm like, we go on walks pretty frequently. We walk together, so the amount of times on a walk where it's like, oh yeah, we have this like 10 G's of weed to shift, and then I just imagine like someone walking by, just like, what? Yeah, just shifting this crack. Don't mind me. Just yeah. And it's very weird. Just imagine someone's walking by. Oh yeah, we have to shift all the gear. Yeah, we have to move up. The police coming by. Sorry, and that's what that game did. It's good. It's a great time.
Yeah. So if you want to see Ash play the schedule for one, he might do a YouTube playthrough. Who knows? Probably won't.
I will not.
But yes, yeah. So they were using his house, his flat, as a packing station. So yeah, um, where does this go from here? So Kojo really wants to move back into his flat, but George is like, mate, you shouldn't really do that. And Coach's like, but I want to. I want my freedom. I like how everything works in there. I don't like how people touch my toothbrush. Obviously, we made a reference that Julie stuck the toothbrush where the sun don't shine. I was just using it for pleasure. Let's just say that. I'm sorry, Kojo. Sorry,
When you
Kojo.
explain it, it sounds like head was in the gutter.
Yeah. Um. Don't think we'll be doing Julie's impressions now. But continuing on. So yeah, he wants to move back into his own flat, and George again is very hesitant, but he does eventually come around. Go, all right, fair enough, but you should do it.
Well, it just you can understand it from both perspectives. Yes, George does treat Kojo kind of like a child. But in the same way, George hasn't been around his entire life, and once again, he probably feels a little bit overprotective, considering he couldn't save his dad. So if he couldn't save his dad, he feels like he's just an asshole. So he feels like he has to overcompensate. Therefore, he doesn't really want to let Kojo out of sight. But equally, the last time he kind of let Kojo out of sight, he was cuckooed and was made to transport drugs. So you can understand why he goes, maybe don't go back there. It's probably a bad idea because of what happened last time. But yes, George does treat Kojo like a child.
And yeah, continuing on with that, George basically eventually comes around. Harry does too, because Harry is like, I don't really want to move back there, but I will for my mate. I will get over the grievances.
He
Which
he is he does feel indebted, similar to George. He does feel indebted to Kojo because it was Harry's. Well, I mean, whoever's fault it was, even if it was Kojo's because he flushed the drugs, equally Harry had to kind of force his best mate to get involved too. So, you know, he feels indebted to him because he doesn't want to. He wants to protect him because they both know that they've both been through too much together, and it would be kind of rude of him to not still want to be there. And now they actually get to live like they want to and not have Oki fucking using their flat as a fucking packing station.
packing system, as you said. Sorry, just wanted to say that. Also, I do want to just say that I love this shirt because whenever I talk, it does just look like Sean O'Hare is staring into your soul. So yeah,
Yep.
um, just yeah, do
What
that.
do you reckon? Look, I don't make eye contact at the best of times. I'm not making eye contact anymore. Which
You
eyes am I
still,
looking at? There's 6 pairs staring at me.
and that's not including my kid. Um, but yeah, so he moves in, which leaves a free room for George. And basically, Nicholas says you can move into the basement flat. And George goes, oh, I can. Hello. And he goes, yeah, go ahead, mate.
They're doing a bit of Georgian. George and Nicola just haven't had the conversation where they've actually understood whether they want to be together or not. So everything they do is with that kind of bated breath where there's no expectation, but there's every expectation where it's like, oh, and you can move in to the basement flat.
I
And we were just going to be co-parents. So they're so close to being back together because of Teddy's warning to George, but or to Billy, which then got to George. But yeah, basically, all they need that if they just had one simple conversation where I said, "Let's get back together," mate, they'd be back together immediately.
I do want to say, could he not just move into Harry's room? Like, couldn't he not just move into Harry's room? Like,
Well, no, that's the separation, right? It was spawned after a conversation about how Nicola wasn't exactly the best kind of the most natural mother, and then he kind of goes, "Oh fucking hell, I guess I better move in then," and then boom, there you go. But I'll be real. I don't think George is occupying that basement flat for very long.
no, no.
But
That's going to the baby.
yeah, we also get a gender reveal,
It's a
which
girl.
everybody's looking at. I'm like, why? It's gonna be a girl. Now, as much as I love Nicola just being a crazy boy mum, I do look forward to seeing Nicola be a girl mum. I do look forward to that, and I want to see how she would try do it differently and see, you know, it's nice that they're setting down roots. Essentially, it's nice that hopefully there is a future for Nicola, and I feel like she is the end goal for these new Mitchells in a way. Because as much as I like Harry and I like Barney, I don't think Barney's got much of a future. Let's be honest. But Nicola and Harry to me are the two who I feel like if they want to, they can stick around for fucking ages. So it's nice to see that they're actually properly settling down roots.
Yeah, yeah.
I also made the kind of I made the dumb observation saying, "Mate, Nicola had some fucking staying power. She shows up with nothing, just out of prison. Now she has a house. Now she has a house, a new man, and a baby on the way. She's fucking rolling out of control, living the best life."
Yeah, hmm, I do want to just say I can't wait to see the future of these two. It must feel so weird for Harry that all three of his siblings have different dads, or all two of his siblings have different dads. Like he has Teddy, obviously, Barney has Zach, and now George has this child. So yeah, don't know why they just don't call the child Teddy or Theodore, something like that.
Because it's a girl.
Fuck it, who cares? It's 2026. People are calling their children Nutella. Like, who gives a
I mean, you're
shit?
called Piggy, so
Yeah.
who the fuck did that?
Well, I mean, I've actually five names in real life, so could
Even they
steal.
couldn't decide.
No, well, originally, I'm not going to give out my actual name, but originally I was supposed to be called BJ for short. And my dad just, in the hospital, I believe, looked at my mom and went, yeah, so let's just say my name was going to be Billy John. And then my dad just looked at my mom and went, can you abbreviate that name for me? And she went, BJ. And he went, yeah, do you see what's wrong with it? And she went, no. Well, all the kids at the playground will be calling him Blowjob. Oh, fair enough. So yeah, it's BJ, Blowjob, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was originally going to be called, like, Billy John, but I wasn't.
Blowjob James. Blowjob Jimmy. I'm
There we go.
workshopping. I'm workshopping them.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah, yeah. Blowjob James sounds like it has a good ring to it, doesn't it? Um, but yeah, I will continue on. And we will see in the next. Well, not see in the next one. We'll move on to another topic to get away from the blowjob.
Oh, the other bits, Harry and Gina are getting back together. They kiss, and that's them actually kind of moving forward. Obviously, Harry and Gina are just kind of like they're just taking the piss because it's like, look, George, Nicola, are you guys getting together? Because if you guys get together and we get together, it's a little bit weird. So can you at least clear it up for us? And Harry also says like you do have to tell Dad though. You do have to tell Teddy. So she's like, yeah, I will, but she's not. She's not gonna.
Poor Teddy, always in the cook chair. But yeah, continuing on with the next top. Oh, bollocks. I just need to do something very quickly. There we go. I got rid of the timestamp on the Kojo and George moving to their flats. Had to quickly just redo the tab. So yeah, I have the timestamp back. But yeah, well, now it's time for Calluim gets his divorce papers. Happy Christmas, Calluim. Or it's Merry Christmas and on the two. We're watching that Christmas later this year, to be honest. So yeah, so what happens is, well, what is this new guy called as well? What is his name again?
Tim.
Tim. So yeah, basically Johnny's like, look, Calluim, Tim wants to fuck you, right? And I'm not saying, give him a piece of that ass, but like I need the money, so get your kecks off. Go on. Go on, son.
Essentially says, look, Callum, I need you to flirt with my business partner because I need more funding. Which is outrageous to ask your boyfriend of only what, like a couple months. But Callum kind of goes with it. They have dinner, or they have they have drinks in the Albert, and Tim essentially says, "Hey, Callum, you know that you're a copper. Well, I need information on a competitor, and I would like you to get it for me." And then Callum goes, "I could lose my job, you little shit." How fucking dare you? How about I just arrest you right now for trying to do this to me, you bitch? And stands his ground. Johnny gets upset because, well, why didn't you just do it, Callum? Because I need the money and we need the funding. Why didn't you let me do it? Also, we've not seen Carter and Carter be set up so far at all in the slightest either. We've not seen him do any work or anything. Not seen him take on any actual cases under this new business. Nothing to suggest that the business is actually starting to do well or anything. Like, just nothing. So it's only brought up when they need it. And then we later learn that we later learn that Callum has been given the divorce papers by Ben, which Albert Square After Dark did notice that they didn't actually make the effort to make a proper copy of it, where it just says something like, "Oh, you and your wife are now divorced," and it's like, slight mistake there.
What would it actually say? Go on there, mister.
Gotta ask me before I have it pulled up.
Okay, so yeah, he gets handed the divorce papers. I will keep the camera on Ash just as he prepares for this.
Yeah, it says. Yeah, it just says you need to respond to the email that your wife provided for you. So they've just copied a divorce paper thing and didn't actually change it for obviously Callum and Ben. So nice little slip. I mean, it's just nonsense. I'm not saying it's like a fucking would you believe they forgot this key detail? Thank you, Metro. Thank you, Metro. And other news sites. But yeah, it's kind of they forgot. So Callum's feeling quite upset having received the divorce papers, and this results in a bit of a tiff because Johnny feels like he doesn't actually support him. But Johnny also manages to say this. I don't know if he knows that Callum. I don't think he knows that Callum's been given the divorce papers. But Johnny essentially says, "You did it for Ben. Why didn't you do it for me?" And it's like, I, I don't know. It's just some weird logic. Just some weird logic. I understand why Johnny's a bit jealous, but also they were married for years.
Yeah, but
Callum wasn't even a fucking policeman
I,
when him and Ben got married. Well, got together.
I do stand by Johnny though. Johnny is right. You did it for Ben. Why don't you do it for him? Go on. You know.
Yeah, but he wasn't a detective then.
Yeah, but who cares?
He's got a higher position. Fuck you. I'm not risking my job because your mate who wants to fuck me and you keep dangling me like a fucking prime steak. You want me to also fucking not necessarily pimp myself out, because obviously it's never going to go that far. But you want me to look like a hot piece of ass and tempt this fucking creep around, and then fuck you. I'll be pissed too. And also, of course, Johnny doesn't know that Johnny only then learns that he's been given the divorce papers, and then he says, "Well, but you did it for Ben." And then Callum essentially goes, "It's not all about you, though. I've just been given the fucking divorce papers."
Which did upset me, because you can't say that when your previous husband made it all about him, in my opinion.
Yeah, but then in the day after, he says, "Look, I get that. It's not about that, and I don't want that." He basically says, "You're not like that, and I wouldn't want you to be like that, because that's how Ben was. That's how Ben was. Ben made it all about him." So yeah, I don't know. I don't feel. I just, if they actually built up Johnny and Callum to have any interesting fucking relationship, as opposed to them just living in fucking roommate heaven, maybe I'd be more interested. But they really have done a shit job at making like Callum and Johnny actually an interesting prospect. Because we gave them some plaudits last year. We gave them some credit to make them actually feel like a nice alternative. He's not going to be with Ben. He's going to be with Johnny, who's better than Ben and isn't as much of a, getting Callum into shit and always taking the spotlight. But equally, neither of them have any spotlight. So nobody cares. And
I
that's my
do.
problem with it. I want to like Callum and Johnny. I want to like them more than Ben and Callum, but you can't make them more likable if they don't fucking get any interesting scenes together. And all the scenes have been is Johnny saying, "Hey, we should be together. Hey, Lexi, I'm going to be your new dad now, and your new dad's a prick." It's like, fucking hell, one step at a time. We've only been seeing each other for 2 minutes.
I
Like,
do.
pipe down, Mr. Johnny.
I do before Johnny and Callum over Ben and Callum. I just don't like Ben, especially this iteration of Ben. I think he's miserable and he's horrible. I never want to see this iteration of Ben again, unless, of course, to bring back the original, the Ben Mitchell I know.
He'll be back.
Which one?
Max Bowden.
Oh God, kill me now, kill me now. Please, either recast him or bring in someone different. Please, it's all
Not
I.
happening.
Oh, please bring in someone different. I hate Max Bowden, Ben Mitchell. I hate him. I just don't like Ben Mitchell. I don't like Ben Mitchell. I want him gone. And unless they bring in someone new or bring back an old face that is not Max Bowden, I'm not going to like Ben. And I before Callum and Johnny, because Johnny actually treats Callum better than Ben ever did. I'll fight anyone on that. I know in this week he was trying to pimp him out, but he did treat him better than Ben ever did. Because whenever he was with Ben, Ben was like, I'm feeling depressed, Callum. I'm feeling depressed. Fuck off. Grow a pair of balls and fuck off. Get in the bin. No one likes you, you daft bitch. Fuck off. Oh, I'm so sad, Callum. He has the same effect Ravi does now to me. Does old Ben. And I'll fight anyone on that. So yeah.
See, when we had the Ben Mitchell return for the funeral of Callum's dad, I was a little bit more receptive to it. But with some more time and seeing this current direction, I really don't want to see Ben Mitchell back. Like, I like Ben. I used to be a Ballum stan. I used to be a Ben Mitchell stan. Ben Mitchell used to be my favourite character in EastEnders, right up there with Janine and right up there with Ronnie. But judging this current direction of the show, I have no faith that Ben Wadey won't just make Max Bowden's Ben Mitchell the exact same as he was before, where everything's about him and he's hurting and he's a tragic character. And I don't want to see that again because we only just got rid of it like what 2 years ago. So I just I I was initially I was suckered back in by that return, but now I really don't want to see Ben Mitchell back.
I just think we need a fresh face for Ben or someone different in the
I
role.
don't think that's I think he's sticking around. I don't know if they recast from this Ben Mitchell. I think this Ben Mitchell may become the definitive one.
I hope not. I mean, I give Charlie Jones the role. We'll not give him the role again. Like, would that not be interesting to see? Because
No,
you did it with Peter.
no, it wouldn't.
You did it with Peter. You can do it with Ben. It would be nice. Give him a role. Charlie Jones hasn't been in anything interesting. Just give him the role again. Did it for Peter. Do it for Ben. Go on. I'd like to see Charlie Jones give it another crack. It'd be nice. It'd be
I mean,
more.
as much as I kind of argue, I still prefer the Harry Reid Ben. But also, I'm not holding. I feel like it at this point. It's just dumb to hold the hope that this isn't going to be Ben Mitchell for the rest of time. It's just the door's shut, boys. The previous Ben had what 5 years, roughly.
But Ash,
I
give me
don't
hope.
think they're just going to recast him again. I think he is now the definitive one. So,
Give
like,
me
oh, this
hope.
is being talked about when it's a storyline about Johnny and Callum, but it's just the Ben Mitchell effect, really. I say that I'm more receptive to it with a little break, but they definitely need to change some of the direction of the character if they actually want to make him reasonable and not have to leave in 2 years when everybody gets fucking sick of him.
It's just like Ravi, honestly. Just like Ravi. Hope dangles on a string. Like slow spinning. Ah, fuck it. I was gonna say the lyrics. I was trying to do the worst of Vindicators, but I fucking butchered it.
Even know what that song is.
It's from Spider-Man 2, the greatest superhero movie of all time. Fucking hell.
He's turning into the Hulk. Look at him.
If you don't know, I just did that. It's the camera was I knew while I was yawning, edge stretching. Oh, excuse me.
But yeah, point being with the Johnny and Callum stuff, that is all I'll say is I don't really feel bad for Johnny because Johnny has essentially just fucking went, hey, I want to be in your life. Let's get together. And then Callum's like, I don't really know if we should do that so suddenly. But Johnny's like, no, we should though. It'd be great. It'd be really good fun. It'd be really, really exciting. We should be together and get back together. It'd be great. And then Callum's like, I'm still a little bit, I'm not really over Ben in a way. It's kind of really bad. Let's do it anyways. Hey, you're coming to a meal with Tim who wants to fuck you, right? Yeah, you'll have a meal with him and you'll basically flirt with him a little bit so he gives me more money. What? Yeah, just do this for me. Don't ask for a lot. Fuck off. Fuck off.
So now, God, I feel like I'm taking lead talking about this, but it's time for the main event, folks, of the EastEnders. Grab your drinks. It's going to be a long one.
Oh boy!
I will do the talking for this, despite it might go
That's cola! Yippee! Everybody knows the meme.
I'm not changing the timestamp. I'm keeping that at that timestamp. So when people just click on the Slater Omnibus, they're gonna be like, "Oh, this is gonna be great. That's cola." Just
Yippee!
yippee. That's Ben waiting in the writing room, like yippee, Chrissy Watts, woo, Jasmine Fisher.
We love Chrissy Watts.
We don't. Yeah, we don't. We don't.
We really don't.
No, no. This stint has definitely. It's tickled my balls, but in the wrong way. He's tickled my balls with nettle, and that's all I'll say. On Chrissy Watts' return. So yeah, nettles. That's the correct one. Nettles. Yeah, the ones that sting you.
Yeah, the ones that sting. Yeah.
Side note, Jesus, I just imagine that would be painful. Imagine getting a quick rubby and someone just pulls out nettles. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, it's time for the Slater Omnibus, folks. Yippee! So where do we begin? Well, last Thursday we were told by Chrissy Watts, Jasmine must have killed Anthony. So in Monday's episode, Kat, like Zoe trying to get Minnie Mo, is like, oh, Jasmine, you've left your phone here. Oh, Jesus. But she goes looking for Jasmine, basically, because Chrissy does inform her. And Chrissy basically has to stay in the Queen Vic. Being watched on by Sam Mitchell. Which, in a sense, you do get an interesting scene. Where Sam is like, yeah, I've I've got diagnosed with, I think, breast cancer. I don't know which cancer. I think it was breast.
What, Sam?
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I think Chrissy's like, oh, that's. You can't really say interesting in that situation. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, but you know, it's like, well, fair enough, I guess. I hope you feel better. And Sam's like, yeah, thanks, honestly, thanks. But yeah, she has to basically keep Chrissy in the flat. So imagine you're in the UK and it's like when you have a pit bull, like you're not supposed to have one of those pit bulls because they're banned, or XL bullies. So like she's
Yeah.
keeping the XL bully locked up. So yeah, that's what she's doing. Fucking check Chrissy off the chain, she'll be fucking there. Like a XL bully with a small child named Cupcake. So yeah, Cat goes looking for Jasmine, right? And again, I don't want to critique this, right? But you think after murdering a man, right? You would go, okay, I'm not going to stay in London. I'm going to go up to Birmingham. I'm going to go up to fucking Wales. You know, you're going to go at least stay in the country, but at least go a bit further up. I know Wales is a separate country, I know, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you want to stay in the same area. You don't just go, I've murdered a man, I'm just going to nip to the town over and then fucking stay there. Like, you know what I mean? You want to at least go a bit further. I understand convenience and stuff. You want to stay in London, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, she's basically just sat in like a random cafe in London, like working
Yeah.
a job. All
Yeah, it's really bizarre. Oh, how we need to find her. Where is she? Oh, she's just working in a cafe. Like, you're supposed to be going under the radar, you fucking dafty.
I
What's wrong
don't
with you?
I don't know
I'm
why.
going to go under the radar. Instead of walking my normal route, I'm going to walk my normal route and then a little bit more. Yeah, good one. What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know why.
If you don't want to be found, you just don't need to be found. It's not that hard.
I no, I don't know.
What bills is she paying? She's not fucking. She's hiding away.
Now I don't know why, but you know when she was in the cafe, like going into the cafe. You remember that one Batman scene that everyone like reshares of fucking Michael Caine and Christian Bale, where obviously Michael Caine is sat having a coffee, and then it just pans to Christian Bale, who's like there, but he's not really there, or it's one way or the other. I think it's in the Dark Knight Returns, or the Dark Knight Rises, one of the two. Yeah, I just imagine that scene of just Cat sat there drinking a coffee like an espresso, and then you just see Jasmine with a newspaper like, hello, how are you? But Kat's like, oh, I need you to come back, and Jasmine reluctantly goes, no, and she's like, but I need you to come back, and then she's like, okay, I will come back. Little does she know that it's Anthony's funeral. Now, also, I will just say, what I loved about Anthony's funeral is when they get in the hearse. I know when I say a hearse, I'm sounding like I'm saying
Arse.
yeah. But you know the
I'm
long.
forgetting the fucking hearse, like. Mate, it's like recording. I think it was Monday when we recorded the classic podcast. I look outside, I see a hearse out there, and I'm like, okay, not my time. It's not my time yet.
Just just one of those pallbearers
What the
ringing a
fuck?
bell. Just ding! It's your time, son. Pointing at you. Buckle up. But you know, my favorite shot of this entire week is in the hearse, where obviously they want to show you the perspective of Patrick, where he's walking out to like the people like as they're driving by. But my favorite thing is, so you obviously have Billy, who's like, yeah, I think you have Shrimpy, you have someone, and then it's like, you just have Harvey, who's kind of like,
And I like how everybody's acting like they gave a shit about fucking
Anthony, I know.
It's, we're gonna miss him, and Patrick's the only one. He's the only one who's like, yeah, fair enough.
But like, it's
But everybody's like, we really miss him, guys. No, you don't. You don't care.
Because it is funny to imagine, just like imagine you're driving by in the hearse and then you fucking it's just like, oh, you just see someone who's like, and then it pans to the next person who's like, just pulling faces. I think that would be funny. It'd be a dick move in the moment. It'd be a dick move, but even I'd get a chuckle. I'd be like, it's a dick move, but it is funny. Uh, Piggy amazed by funny faces. What she like? But yeah, so basically she lures Jasmine back to Walford, and she walks in, and then Patrick's like, Jasmine, you're here. We also don't see Anthony's funeral, so well,
Yeah, because we spend time on that shit.
exactly. But
Jasmine has to return.
yeah, so she returns.
She's bigger than Stacy. That's all I'm saying. Ben Wadey.
Ben Wadey's leaked messages revealed.
Who needs Stacy? We have Jasmine now.
But yeah, so a thing going on. So she arrives back to Walford, and she's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck did you bring me back here for? You fuck you! I don't want to be here. You got me what to do. You ain't my mom. I'm your granny though."
Yeah, but it's an ambush because Chrissy and Jake are still sticking around in Walford for now. So Chrissy sees Jasmine, immediately tries to fight her, grabs her by the hair, and then Kat's like, "Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!" And then this leaves Chrissy to meet Cindy Beale. They have a little bitch off, really, where they both go, "Oh, who are you? Who are you related to? Oh, damn what? What? Marriage? Oh, you related to Sharon? Yeah, she's bitch, isn't she? Yeah."
But before,
And
just
it'll blend through, but essentially she gives Chrissy the advice saying she essentially says true friends stab you in the front, and that sets a little seed of doubt into Chrissy's mind that will get addressed later on.
But before we get to that, before Chrissy attacks a minority, which would be the first time that she does that, just to make that joke again, to say that. Yeah. So before she does that,
Beating a dead horse, are we?
fuck it, she's done it.
Piggy would never do that. Piggy would never do that.
She's done it as well. Who cares? Who cares? She's got now the old bitch. But before that, we have Jasmine who
Mate,
teases.
if she sues Twitter users, she might sue us. To be fair, she did lose a lawsuit, but you know.
Try us, bitch. I will go see in front of you. Don't tempt me, bitch. And you don't want that, Chrissy. You don't want that.
And censored.
But yeah, so sorry, it's just the image of imagine being sued by a famous actor, and you fucking just like pulling a fucking curtain with your ass cheek.
Only the highest form of comedy here.
Yeah, yeah. But
Piggy tries to get through Chrissy's segment without making the same joke every time. Impossible.
impossible.
And also joke in quotations.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, Jasmine before Chrissy stuff reveals to Kat, I killed Anthony Truman. Duff duff. And then in episode 2, in Tuesday's episode, yes, we do get Chrissy interacting with Cindy. But where the writing gets a bit shoddy, to me at least.
Well, you know it doesn't. It's really good, isn't it? It's really good writing. Really, really strong, well-written piece of material here.
So where the writing does get a little bit shoddy, or where it turns into The Godfather, because
It's a
it is,
masterpiece.
yeah. It doesn't insist upon itself. It doesn't. Just to use that Peter Griffin quote. Yeah. So where do I say this? But yeah. So Chrissy basically goes, "Hey, Jack Moon, I'm going to remember you killed Danny Moon. I want you to feel what I feel 20 years ago, being locked up in a cell." And Jack's like, "That's a bit uncalled for, isn't it? That's a bit like bit mean, bit harsh." Like, yeah, well, fuck you. I need to feel what I feel. And then Jack Moon runs off. He drives off. It leaves Chrissy to go to the Albert where she talks to Cindy and shit and blah blah blah. Um, and then we cut back an hour later. Is this the Duff Duff of Tuesday's episode? No, because Jack Moon gets down on one knee and he goes, Chrissy, what's
Well, they have that little debate with each other. They go, "I could turn you in." Well, I'm going to turn you in. I'm going to turn you in. Let's get married.
yeah?
What? What do you mean?
I was gonna put
What?
I was gonna put a little hype to it, but all right. Yeah, he gets down. I'll just do it anyways. He gets down on one knee and he goes, "Chrissy, I love you. You love me. We're a happy family. Let's get married." And she's like, "Oh yeah,
I like how
woo."
you're building it up is doing a fucking Barney rhyme.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm hyping this up, boys. I'm hyping it up. You ain't ready for Barney the fucking dinosaur.
He- He's getting
Everybody's on the edge of their seats. Fuck off. I'm hyping it up. I love you. You love me. Let's get married, Chrissy W. Fuck off. But yeah, so instead, I understand you don't want to do the same thing you did last time when they returned because you fucked that up. You fucked up that ending to bring her back. You fucked it up. You bring her back, and then, and mate, Tracy Owen was on one of the talk shows, being like, "Oh, hey, it's a really happy ending. This one, it's really happy. I'm gonna go to the police and get you arrested for a murder you committed 20 years ago. Yeah, well, you smell too. Let's get married." And then they leave. What's the fucking point, boys? Why did you waste your fucking time? Chrissy wasn't important here. Yeah, sure, Jake Moon's return was cool. But you've got to be taking the piss. What is this? What is this ending? Like, they spent 20 years courting each other. Jake Moon was going to prison every week, visiting Chrissy, waiting for the day that they get outside, that they can finally be together in the end. This is their happy ever after. And at that final moment, they both go, "Yeah, well, you're going to go to prison because you stink." No, 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 you're going to go to prison because you stink. Let's get married instead. And fucking Tracy Oldman says, I love all the scripts. They're so good. They're really, really good. What, we're just doing a shitter version of the 2024 exit. What's the point? You already did it, but better. You can't redo it and just fuck it up again. Because, and we've been talking about this on all the live streams. I know this is coming across as really negative, but at least with the Chris Clenshaw Chrissy return, at least that ending, you go, oh, fair enough. I'm glad they got their happy ending. I wouldn't be entirely against seeing them in the future. This one feels like the nail in the coffin. I don't want to see him again. Why the fuck would they return again? This was shit. She did about 6 episodes. It was all garbage. She comes back, gets a Christmas episode, comes back, gets an anniversary week. What's the fucking point, boys? So, just what's wrong with you, Ben Wadey? What's wrong with you? Like, you've just done the previous one, but shitter. That doesn't make you a really inventive writer. It just means you butchered something that you unbutchered, and you butchered it again. You're reheating the fucking nachos that got mold on it. What's the point? They were fine before. Why'd you bring them out of the fucking bin? Ah, it's crazy.
So with that being said, what is the doctor of Tuesday's episode? Well, in Monday's episode, it was revealed that Chrissy did kill Anthony. Didn't know if you knew that. Don't know if you knew that,
And yeah,
Ash.
they don't even get the duff duff either. They don't even get it.
I will inform you on the duff of his Ash. So did you know that Chrissy, or not Chrissy, did you know that Jasmine killed Anthony?
No, I didn't. I've never mentioned it before.
Yeah, they never mentioned it. So instead of like the proposed being "I love you, Chrissy, let's get married," it's Jasmine handing the salt lamp to Kat, and then being like, "We can frame Chrissy." Oh no, my handbag's gone missing. Oh no, my phone's gone missing. Oh no. And then in the entire pub, it's revealed that Jasmine killed Anthony. Wow. That's great. Oh,
What, third time, fourth time?
third? Want to say third time. I'll do the entire I'll give you when we get to the end. I'll do the entire rundown again of all the times it was mentioned from memory. As a duff. So Tuesdays ends with that. Wednesday we see that
Everybody reels from the revelation. Everybody's struggling. Patrick's fucking angry. He's upset. He doesn't know how to feel. You know, his new granddaughter killed his son. Like, it's just a kind of everybody's a little bit torn. And we then, well, is it more so? Isn't the duft of the fact that the police have been called? Or is
the
that next episode?
no the duff is in Tuesday episode. The police arrive, and then it's revealed that she killed Anthony, but she wants the phone to be found. So it is still Anthony. It's been
Oh
revealed.
yeah. Because as she's getting led out, she goes, Oscar, you need to find the phone. You need to find the phone so I can. It was self defense, I swear. As
So
everybody reels from the revelation.
so like the entire week, just spoiler, is like different versions of her admitting she killed Anthony, just with something added on to it, but it's still a duff is what I'm saying. But
Did you know that Jasmine killed Anthony?
find
And
out.
like people say this, I said this in a live stream, and people were confused as to why I'm really disappointed with the New Year's flash forward. Because how many episodes are we gonna get where it's like, oh, is Max going to be with this woman in the marriage? Is that gonna be Max's wife? No, it's not. Good. Sound. And they're just gonna fucking do that up. Max makes bad decisions with women, which is gonna get himself into another shit situation. So we're now set in for another year of Max making terrible decisions with women again. Like fuck me.
But
That's why I'm not looking forward to it.
but
This is the perfect example. Yes, we know Jasmine killed Anthony. And honestly, why did they reveal it so anticlimactically? Only for Jasmine to then leave. She then fucks off. Which she probably needed a break because it was a big stint and she had a lot of episodes. But she fucks off. So we know that Jasmine killed Anthony. It was revealed like the second week of January. Okay. Do they do this? No, it's just her trying to get away. Is anybody investigating it? No, because no one believes it except for Jean, who also conveniently also fucks off. So instead of someone investigating it and the walls closing in on Jasmine, say someone finds the fucking salt lamp, for example, which was the murder weapon. Say somebody finds it. No, it's just conveniently packed away till the anniversary week. And there we go.
also, I do want to put out there, right? I don't want to like critique everything, right? But from what I've
Fucking
seen,
get it, we're going in.
right, the salt lamp was just buried in an alleyway.
Yeah, who
Like,
the fuck knows? She just got it from somewhere.
because she leaves, right, and she runs off down that way, yeah, that way, and so like that way out of the Vic, out of the door, and she comes back with the salt lamp. So I'm only presuming she hid it in an alleyway, and I'm like, no one in a month has gone down that alleyway. I went, fuck me, that object looks a bit suspicious. Is that a huge butt plug? Wait, no, that's a salt lamp. What the fuck? Like no one in the mund has gone. Wow, that like weirdly shaped object with a towel over it looks very, very like suspicious. You know. But again, it's just brisk through it. So in
Well, it's just the kind of thing when the writing's not as good, you do just have to look past some of what people would describe as the issues. Like, and it's not even that thing. We're not even being that intensely nitpicky for no reason. Like, I'll never be one of the dickheads who are like, "How are they supposed to get a visa in a day?" Oh, fuck off! Like, we don't need to get the bureaucracy in there. You know that I don't give a shit about that. That's fine. But fucking just, oh, did anybody find the salt lamp? Nah, nobody knew where it was. Nobody was looking for it. Just, yeah. And the fact they have to bring Chrissy back to say that Jasmine killed Anthony, despite, once again, us not seeing Jasmine's relationship with Chrissy, therefore we would have no idea how she would know. She doesn't actually know. It's not like Jasmine confessed to Chrissy that she killed Anthony. It's just a fucking hunch because Jasmine was a little bit unhinged when they were doing the stalking of Zoe. Like, there's just a lot that has to go right in order for it to sound plausible, and it's just not particularly plausible in my opinion.
So let me just quickly breeze through the next section. You don't mind, Ash? You
Good.
mind? So continuing on this omnibus, in Wednesday's episode we see Zoe who's in prison. She's been released on bail. And we have Jasmine who's having a mental breakdown, a Menti B, as I say, a good old Menti B. We love a Menti B. Saying, it was self-defense, mate. You have to believe me. You have to believe me. Self-defense. Blah, 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 blah. Self-defense, self-defense, self-defense. You know what I'm getting at. It was self-defense. And, yeah, she's saying that. And then Zoe gets out. So, Zoe's vocabulary for the past 6 months is Minnie Mouse. I need to find my son. Minnie Mouse. So I need to find my son, Minnie Mouse. So she gets out of prison. And keeping up with the I need to find. So, like, I need to find Minnie Mouse. I need to find my son. I need to find the phone.
Fuck off. Like, can we not just keep doing the same shit? Please. Please. I get it. Jasmine is Zoe's daughter, and Zoe has wanted to find a daughter all along, so she won't believe anything about any bad stuff that people have to say about Jasmine. She's not believing that she killed Anthony, and even if she does, she's looked for her daughter so long that she needs to find the phone. But come on, we've at least change the wording. At least say it feels, I get it, it's a running gag, but it's a running gag for a reason, because it's all fucking Zoe's done since she came back. It's all, I need to find my son. I've got a stalker. I'm being stalked. Somebody's harassing me. I've got a stalker. I need to find my son. Like,
You forgot to mention
stop
Minnie
doing
Mouse.
it. Stop fucking doing it. Yeah, and where's Minnie Mo? Fucking please stop doing it. Please. Please. It's starting to be painful.
But continuing on with this, so Oscar gets a phone call, a booty call. It's not really a booty call if someone's in prison, but let's just say it's a booty call. And Jasmine's like, "Hey, you need to find my phone, please. Find my phone, Oscar." And Oscar's just like, "Bitches get stitches. Snitches get stitches. Bitch, fuck off. I'm not finding your fucking
Oh,
phone."
just drop the phone, didn't I, mate?
Ash has the phone. There we go. He has the phone, guys. We found it. We
Yeah,
solved
got
the
it.
mystery.
Got it, boys.
He's got. We solved the mystery. It's totally not a Google Pixel like mine.
Hello, Tony.
Hey, hello, Tony. My favorite gag that Ash always brings up. Hello, Tony. But yes. So my favorite bit though about this entire thing is if Oscar's on the phone and just like, "Hey, please find me phone, please." I think I have Max gone.
And who has the phone?
Well, Ash, it's revealed in Wednesday stuff. Now I need to do how this person reacts to it. So let's just imagine this is the phone. So yeah, he has the phone. There's old Max, and he's looking at it.
And also, we have to see the Anthony murder for like the 5th time as well.
Yeah.
Stop show. It's not a good fucking look. It doesn't look good. Stop showing fucking Anthony's death. It looks horrendous. It looks fucking awful, because every single time, Anthony does does that fucking shit, and then the phone drops, and then obviously the salt lamp smacks him over the head, and then Jasmine just fucking sits there just like, whoa.
But obviously,
What happened? Fucking, you just killed him. Why are you filming it like it's a day vlog? It's a day in the life. You've just murdered a man.
but yeah, how I want to do this is obviously, so imagine this is the phone. So obviously Max obviously boots up the video. He gets in the pin. So obviously he's doing it like a grand, like that's the pin. Gotcha. He boots up the video and then he's like watching it, like when you go up to your mom, "Hey mom, look at this meme I found," and your mom's like, "Then put the glasses on."
Can we? I just want them to stop showing it. Like, I get it if it was a really big moment, it was really important. Yeah, fucking show it. Why not? Not fucking this one though. It's like, oh, we have this really cool fight that we have this really cool fight scene we did. We should keep showing the Zoe and Anthony fight at Christmas. No, you shouldn't. It'd be like if Coronation Street kept showing the fucking full where the guy like slowly teetered over some stairs and landed flat on his back. Like look, you commit it to memory once and then never talk about it again. But they show it, and this isn't even the last time they show it again.
We'll
They
get there.
fucking show it again. Why? Why are you showing it again? I don't understand.
Hold on. You jumped a bit ahead. Hold on. We'll get to that. So in Thursday episode, Zoe is going around harassing people, saying, I need to find the phone. You have the phone. And they're like, we don't. Who the fuck are you? Stop being crazy, you bitch. Like, I'm trying to eat a full English here.
Man, this is a Starbucks.
I'm trying to eat a full English here. I don't know whose phone you want. That's my phone. Don't go near it. I have nudes on it. Don't go near that phone. It's my phone. I have some stuff on it. Fuck off. I'm trying to eat my full English, and you're in here saying you need to find the phone. I don't have the phone. Fuck off. that would be me in EastEnders. I don't have the fucking phone. I'm trying to be fucking
He's
full
done the
English.
fucking clown horn laugh. Just fucking.
Just imagine you. Do you have the phone, Ash?
No.
Just doing the clown nose. But yeah, so she goes around harassing people. Do you have the phone? And then Max and Cindy sit down and talk. And Cindy's like, I know you have the phone, Max. Max like, what? Me? I would never.
Also, I still understand that Max and Cindy have still made peace, but why are they so chummy when talking about the phone? Obviously, it's a whole point where Cindy knows what Jasmine is capable of, and Cindy got pushed down the stairs because she wants revenge. And Max knows what Jasmine's capable of because of the old kiss gate where she lied and accused him of kissing Max. Not like that had any real consequences for Max. Max just kind of shrugged it off and just went about his fucking day. But also, Max has just, and we didn't actually talk about this, but Max has just been knocked back by Linda, who says, "Oh, we will only ever be friends. We'll only ever be friends," which is a fucking lie, because it will happen at some point. But she says we're only ever going to be friends. So he's feeling his ego's a little bit hurt. So he has the phone and he wants to make Jasmine pay, and Cindy wants to make Jasmine pay. But equally, they're still awfully chummy for two people who one hates the other because he killed her son.
Yeah. And continuing on, so Cindy sneaks into the boutique hotel, which I will say that Max's bedroom that he's staying in, like in the boutique hotel, fucking fabulous. Bit, it would be very weird if you've
The
taken.
curtains of the wardrobe look like your mum's fine china.
Yeah, you would get a shock if you did take some edibles and then you walk into that fucking room. You wouldn't want to be on a high. Is all I'm saying, because you'd be fucking so scared in that room. The walls are moving, man. No, they're not. It's just me messing with the curtains, man. Don't worry. Because yes, they have curtains for the wardrobe. But also, I want to mention this because I forgot to mention it. In Monday or Tuesday episode, Max is like, "Can I get a full English?" And then he's like, it's closed." And he's like, "Can I get some cereal?" And he's just like, "Yeah, it's closed as well. Go get it yourself. Go to the Minute Martin." And he's like, "All right." So she just gives him a box of, like, let's just say, Rice Krispies. So on the following day, he buys some, like, Raisin Bran. I believe it's Raisin Bran he buys.
Muesli.
Sorry, muesli. He buys some muesli.
Raisin Bran doesn't even exist here.
Does it not?
I think so.
But he buys some muesli, and he writes his name on the fucking.
I mean, it might, but I've never fucking seen it anywhere.
He writes his name on the fucking box. He writes in giant letters, Max, and then he just gives it to Linda, and he's like, "Keep it." I think that's what he says. Like, the fact he wrote his fucking name on the muesli box is what's so funny to me. But yeah, so Cindy sneaks into the boutique hotel. I wish, and I know this sounds silly, but I wish just on the bedside table the muesli was there. Like, so Max keeps it in his room so no one can eat it from him. Like, I know that sounds silly, but I would fucking love that gag that he keeps in his room, and then just at like 3 a.m. he wakes up, he's like, "I'm fucking hungry. Oh, God, just eating out of the box." I know no one will laugh at that, but I just like the idea of that. Don't know why. Don't ask me. So yeah, she sneaks into the room, doesn't find anything. And then she finds the phone in one of the drawers. She takes it, and yeah, she brings it over to the Albert, goes to smash it with a phone. Well, not with a phone, with a high heel. And then we see the video
Oh, no,
again.
it's that she fucking watches the video. So
Yeah.
it's the fifth or sixth time we've seen Jasmine kill Anthony. We see the video again. She goes to smash it because she wants her to pay, and then ring ring. And also, this has got to be one of the most like weirdly clumsy fucking. I get it. It's exposition for the audience, but the phone call is from an unknown number, and the phone call goes something like, "Hello, it's me, Joshua, your brother," and then that's the duff duff,
So,
and yeah,
so for people in the back, do you want to know every time that Anthony Truman's death has been mentioned slash a duff duff? Well, not mentioned, because if I had to do that, I'd be here for hours. But every time it's a duff duff. So let's start at the beginning, way back in Christmas 2025. So the first part ends with Zoe saying, Kat saying, "Hey Zoe, Anthony's dead." That's one. And then part two ends with, "Oh, I'm paying for the consequences of killing Anthony." That's two. The third time, when is the third time, Piggy? Well, I'll tell you. The third time is Jasmine shows Anthony Truman the video of her killing him in self-defense. That's a third time. The fourth time comes when Chrissy goes to Kat. "Hey, look, it's actually Jasmine who killed Anthony." That's the fourth time. The fifth time is when Jasmine reveals it to Kat. The sixth time is when the police is revealed in Tuesday's episode, and they reveal it in the public in front of everyone. That's the sixth time. The seventh time is Wednesday stuffed up when Max sees the video and he's looking at it. And the eighth time, I think I did that correct. Yeah, the eighth time we see it is when she goes to smash the phone to Cindy, and it's revealed that brother Josh is ringing her 8 times. And that's not including the times that Jean was suspected of killing, or Jean suspected Jasmine of killing Anthony Truman. So, in total, it's been mentioned 8 times. It had 4 duff duffs in the past week, and was mentioned 8 times. How flimsy is your writing that you have to keep whacking me in the head over and over and over and over and over again with the same shite that she killed Anthony? We know. We know she killed Anthony. We know. You don't have to tell us. We know. We know she did it. You don't have to show us the video. We know she did it. We know. Stop telling us. We know. For fuck's sake, we know. Stop it. Please. Get some help. Stop it.
he's just a big fan of the famous EastEnders law wrestler Anthony T. 8 time, 8 time, 8 time. Fucking. There we go. Shit wrestling joke there for you.
Does Anthony Truman do a spinneroonie though? That's the question. I'd reckon he fucking.
No.
I reckon he. I'd reckon he'd nail a spinneroonie with all Nicholas Bailey.
But yeah, it's so hey, finally we're going to see Zoe's son, who we know who has been cast as, called Josh or Joshua, and I understand that it's all delay tactics, but delay tactics can be enforced way better than this is. Okay, so Zoe and Jasmine can't start a relationship because Jasmine's taken responsibility for a crime she didn't do. And she didn't do it taking the brunt for Jasmine. She did it because she thought it was herself and she's trying to rectify the Denwat stuff. Okay, and then Jasmine fucks off because she's guilty and doesn't want to be found, but gets found in about 2 days. And then, now that Jasmine's in prison, now it's time for Zoe's son to appear, and probably him and Oscar are gonna fall into each other's fucking clutches. And then by the time Jasmine gets out of prison, Oscar and fucking Josh are gonna be together, and then boom, there's more drama.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking sick of it, really, to be honest. If I had to say that, it's
Uh,
just so fucking It's just so basic. It's so unbelievably basic. And as I always maintain, basic doesn't have to be bad. But this is,
Hold on, hold
and
on.
it's so uninspired.
Just give me a second. Just have to change the timestamps to the awards and thoughts about the show before you go into a massive rant about the
I don't
show.
even have that much more. I don't even have that much more. So
Um, but I will just now give my thoughts about the show, and then we'll get into the awards. Everyone loves the awards section. Where do I begin with this? Fuck hell. It's so flimsy. It's so flimsy in my opinion. I can't describe it. Like, I understand it's the 41st anniversary. Don't do anything big. But in my eyes, I know my eyes were closed, but in my eyes, you have to do something at least noteworthy. Because again, you don't know how long you have until the show is gone. Because you don't want to wait, like, yeah, 30 years, yeah, sure. But 40 to like 60 years, you don't want to waste. You want to make every year on the anniversary worth noting. Because again, EastEnders could be cancelled tomorrow. It won't be, but it could be. You know what I'm saying? You have to cherish the years you have of EastEnders before it's gone. But to do fuck all with it really winds me up. Like, we have to be told 4 times in the span of a week that Jasmine killed Anthony. 4 times. Why? Why do you insist on doing shit content, you dick? Like, I
Piggy's
genuinely,
talking to a mirror right now.
I would say that our content's a bit better than his content, to be honest. Um, but why do you insist? Why do you insist to continue producing the same shite but changing it ever so slightly? It's still shite. Stop changing it. If you call it a lead turd, it's still a turd at the end of the day. You're just giving it a fancy name. Like, oh, this is not shite, this is less shite. Different. It's the same shite. What are you on about? You can't just, because you want to change the names, you can't just compete the same storyline. Like, fuck me, can you not at least try? Like, I understand you want to hammer home the point that she killed Anthony, but you don't have to show us the video like 4 fucking times more. All you have to do is have literally, all you have to do. You don't show us the video, and all you do is have Max, right? So imagine this is the like the video. All you have to do is have Max go like that, and Cindy go like that as well until the phone call happens. You don't have to show us again. We get it. We get it. She killed him. We get it. But you're hitting us over the head again and again and again and reminding us for no reason. There is no reason and no rhyme for it. You don't need to. You're just doing it to make yourself feel better. Like, again, I call him fan fiction Wadey, but this feels very fan fiction. And this is what I feel like people look at soaps and make fun of because it's the same repetitive shit and cliches. You can't change it. You need to change something, Wadey. You can't just, oh, wouldn't this be fun? And Chrissy's going to reveal it because everyone loves Chrissy. And then Chrissy and Jack are going to get married, but also Chrissy wants to lock Jack up for 20 years because he murdered Danny and she wants him to feel like that. Oh, and isn't it fun that Max is going to watch the video? Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? And oh, and Johnny and Callum are together and Johnny's going to pimp Callum out to him because Johnny needs some money. Oh, isn't that fun? No, no, it's not.
Oh, and
It
even they do a vague little. I mean, first two things you missed. Sam Mitchell's staying, which is cool. That's big. I'll give that credit. And they also, can we stop doing tributes that we don't actually do tributes to anyone, please? So, oh, we're gonna tribute Martin, and then about two characters say, "Ah, the Vic looks better now." Fucking stop doing these shit memorials where you don't actually talk about the person. You just mention one passing comment about them and then move on. Like that's dumb. Like, what's the fucking point? But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't understand it's just a lot of these ideas, they could be good, but equally it feels like instead of them being characters first, storyline second, it just feels like some of these characters brought in are conduits for the storyline to progress. Chrissy is a character for the storyline to progress from Zoe looking for her daughter to then finding her daughter or her son. And then brought back, she is now a character to just say, hey, Chris, hey, Jasmine killed Anthony. You guys know that, right? Oh, wait, you don't, because none of you have thought about it for a second and you sent Jean away because you didn't fucking believe her. Nah, okay, cool. Like, Jake Moon, is he a conduit? No, they're just gonna get married now. And hey, Jake Moon was brought back so Chrissy could be brought back and they could establish that Jasmine killed Anthony. But we, as an audience, know that, but you had to find the way. And then even when Jasmine comes back, look, she's not a killer and she's not supposed to be a bad person. It's supposed to be, we're supposed to have sympathy for Jasmine. That's why she cracks when she's talking with Kat, and that's why she goes and gets the fucking murder weapon and says, look, it was me, I didn't mean to do it, it was self-defense, but yes, I did it. And then Kat just betrays her own granddaughter in order to get her daughter out of prison, which also I understand in the same way because Kat spent so long away from Zoe that she would do anything to bring her back. But also, all of the hubbub about being Slaters and not turning on your own is absolute hypocritical bullshit that they continue to fucking trifle with. I just, yeah, it's look, I wasn't expecting the 41st anniversary to be as big or as bold as the 40th, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine because it's got it. When you reach a peak as high as the 40th, you are inevitable to have to come down. And equally, this era of EastEnders is a definite stark decline from the Chris Clenshaw period, but only really because the Clenshaw period did hit something of a peak. And yeah, sure, it wasn't all good the entire time, definitely fell off towards the end. And the last year or the last 6 months was definitely a little bit shoddy. And even 2024 was a bit shit. But equally, the quality somewhat was at least a very consistent high. But now we're going down because of what came before. And Ben Wadey's not really doing anything to correct the record and say, no, 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 this is better because of this. And it's it's disappointing. It is disappointing. And I wish it was better and I wish I enjoyed it more, but I don't, and I've struggled. So I don't know if I can do anything to make it better for me. I don't know if I'm the problem in this equation. I don't really think I am. And it's a sentiment that's shared by a lot of current EastEnders watchers, where a lot of us are just quite disgruntled with what's currently happening because there's no consistency. There's no real through line. It's just week after week of varying quality. No 2 weeks have been very good one after another. It's just a constant kind of slope of just mediocre. Now, it's not horrendously awful. It's not the worst it's ever been. It's not like Coronation Street has been in previous years or Hollyoaks in previous years. It's not at death's door, but the cracks are beginning to form. And let's be real, it doesn't ever take that long for soap fandom to slowly die out. A year's a long time in soap, and from a year you can go as the most dedicated fan ever, and then by the end of the year you might not even be watching it anymore. So it's a very long. It's the kind of thing where people as a soap fan, it can be very easy to switch off. It goes a slightly bad direction you don't like, and then it starts to get arguably a little bit worse. And then one of your favorite characters breaks up with their relationship, and your favorite character's not being shown as much anymore. And then they're gone, and then suddenly you go, I don't actually that much of a shit anymore. It doesn't really feel like me. It doesn't feel like what I want with the show, and that's kind of where the Ben Wadey era for me is taking it because it does feel like we're gradually just wiltering away. It is the Slater show. And yes, even when it was the George Knight show with Clenshaw, at least George Knight had done the fucking rounds and had become an interesting character. Yes, he had some detractors because he was kind of, even in that aspect, unlike Zoe, unlike Jasmine, George even did have a good 6 to 8 month build up into that big storyline. But instead of doing that, Like a year on, yes, he was a really big focused on character, but a lot of building had gone into that moment. They've skipped out the first step with Zoe, with Jasmine, and have just decided all of these stories are more interesting than the rest of them, but they're not. And like even juxtapose it. Remember the six hype, and remember how even in January 2024, everybody's like, "Oh fuck, man, I'm really excited for the six stuff. Not really excited for everything else." At least the six stuff at that point in time was of a higher importance. It was the big Christmas storyline. This big Christmas storyline, it doesn't get the same response. A lot of us just go, I just don't care. And that's the worst crime you can really commit in the soapland, is if you have an audience who are rabidly excited to watch, and we are watching 210 average episodes a year. A lot of us are really excited and want to enjoy it, but you have to put out something of quality, otherwise people will get fed up and people will fuck off, because you go to your entertainment for escapism and to enjoy it, and if you're not fucking enjoying it, you're not going to keep watching. So yeah, just do better is my main takeaway from that. Ben Wadey has to do better. You fumbled Christmas. You fumbled New Year. You fumbled the anniversary. You've been in charge for 8 months now. This is your full direction. You've discarded a bunch of maybe not talents, but wasted potential stars in the making. And you've decided, no, 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 instead of these characters, I'm going to bring in older characters to take the brunt. But remember, older characters still need a run in to actually become established for the current audience. Not everybody's seen Max. Not everybody's seen Zoe. Not everybody it likes Jasmine in a way. I know she's a new character, but still, you have to build up to these fucking initial takeoffs. You don't just go straight into the fucking air. So it's just you need to do better. You have just you've disregarded some of the general soap rules of character building. You've just underwhelmed, and you know, I mean, once we reach the point where Ben Wadey's been in charge in a year or for a year and it's not getting better, we do really have to ask these questions. Is this era of EastEnders actually going to do anything good in the long run? Say what you want about Clenshaw, at least he left the EastEnders he worked on significantly better than than where it was when it started.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this isn't really what Ben Wadey's going to do. Ben Wadey's going to leave it in a fucking pile of ash. And yeah, sure, EastEnders, it's probably the most protected soap. You never really hear all the rumblings of cost cutting or like schedule changes. You never really hear it that much. EastEnders is in a pretty good place. The BBC's in a pretty good place. So I don't really ever have to suggest that we have to think about EastEnders possibly being cancelled. But as I always maintain, a soap is only ever a bad few years away from death's door. Whoa, Jesus. Have some of that.
I
That's been
can't.
brewing for ages. That's been fucking brewing for months.
I can't take that in any other direction. So without further ado,
I
it's
just
time.
want it to be better.
Without further ado, it's time for the awards. I could make the awards a separate topic, but I'm not. So fuck you. I run this podcast. I do what I want. You can't know what to do. I do what I want. So yeah, what are the awards? Well, we have the Chris Clenshaw Award, which probably won't go to anything this week. Then we have the Anthony Truman Award, the most one originally titled the Steve Blackman Award.
I'm waiting for that to immediately be renamed to the Ben Wadey Award. You will like Jasmine being the killer of Anthony, won't you? No. Yeah, but you've seen it. Max has reacted to it. Isn't that cool? No. Yeah, but Cindy's watched it. Yeah.
We have the Anthony Truman Award, which was originally titled the Steve Blackman Award. And then it obviously went to an EastEnders character named Keanu. Not Keanu Reeves, but Keanu,
Famous EastEnders character.
Keanu, I forget his last name. Baker?
Taylor.
Taylor. Keanu Taylor. And then it was renamed after we seen the most wooden man in EastEnders, Anthony Truman. So there's the original titles. And on the classic podcast, the lineage is just the Sue Osman Award. So yeah. And then after that we have underrated and who needs slapping down. So Chris Clencher, most promising. I have nothing to give it to. Literally, I'm not being negative. I literally have nothing. In anything I've seen this week, I have nothing. Apart from like, maybe the sun,
I
but I'm like,
have
nothing. I have nothing.
I have a pretty easy one for me. The most promising is the simple fact that Sam Mitchell is not leaving. That to me is the most exciting part. I'm glad that she's going to get a bit more of a run. Equally though, and I don't like it's once again veered into the negatives. I'm glad she's staying, but the simple matter of fact that yeah, sure, you technically bring her in order to have the cancer diagnosis storyline and have her go through breast cancer. The fact that we've seen about 2 scenes of Sam actually going through the ordeal, I get it. Cancer's an overdone storyline. You don't always want to do it. You don't really want to do it after the Lola stuff as well, because the Lola stuff was fucking phenomenal. But equally, like we've had about 5 scenes of Sam, and people are excited to see her stay when she's done the fuck all. The whole point about giving Sam Mitchell a short stint, and I think it was Stephen Patterson or was Duncan Lindsay from Metro. Uh, both they still maintain it is still a short stint, so we don't necessarily know how long she's going to stay for. Obviously, now it's probably leaning towards the Grant return, but equally, the whole point about bringing Sam Mitchell in for a short stint is you finely tune and craft what she's going to be doing during the stint, not make her an afterthought. It was her return too. She's been overshadowed by Chrissy, who did 5 episodes or so, and she's been overshadowed by Zoe, who has had all of the fucking episodes. The whole point was to bring her back in and make her actually be an interesting character. And yes, we like Sam. Everybody likes Sam Mitchell. She is a fun character to have. But if you're just going to keep her around and do nothing, what's the fucking point? But I'm glad that she's staying, though. But the whole point about keeping her for a short stint was a simple fact that maybe she was actually going to get consistent storylines the entire way through, not just 2 scenes with Phil not paying attention to her. Like, ah,
Yeah, I have nothing. I have nothing. So, moving on to the Anthony Truman Award. What is most wooden? The entire this week's Stuff Tuffs are the most wooden to me. Just put it out there, they're the most wooden.
yeah.
Do you have anything else or
No, just yeah, just that really.
underrated? Who's underrated? Max. He got his usually brand. So yeah, that was nice. He got his name on the box. He's underrated. You anyone?
Underrated. I liked Oscar's line when I think we was speaking to Yolande, where Oscar's like, "Did they ever just not love me?" And then she goes, "Oh, Jasmine," and she's like, "Nah," and he's like, "Nah, I was talking about my mum." It's just a bit of funny sadness there. Yeah.
Um, and then who needs slapping down? Ben Whitey.
Yes.
And now we move on to the oh, hold on, let me just stretch back. There we go. So yeah, it's time for the after show. Now, I'm going to mention a lol cow here. I know Ash is
Oh God.
probably going to grin his teeth, but I just want to talk about this very quickly. So skip ahead 5 minutes if you don't know. But something I've seen this week, and I'm sorry for mentioning him. I know we typically don't mention him, but he is a lol cow and he is a piece of shit. But still, so Mr. Chan, let's just call him that. If you know his first name, you know his name. He was attending a BronyCon. If you don't know what a BronyCon is, it's basically where you dress
Not
up like.
technically Miss Chan.
Could be Miss Chan, but I don't know. I'll just call him they Chan. How about that? Them Chan. Will that work better? But anyways, they were at a BronyCon. Now BronyCon is where My Little Pony fans meet up, and they went to this BronyCon, and they dressed up as the White Power Ranger, a gender bent White Power Ranger who just switched the word white and power. Oh no, power. Yeah, there you go. I've said it there. But yes, he or she or they were at the con and they screamed. They screamed that word, the power, and were asked to leave. Now, where I like this is the fact they wrote a fucking bollocks. Where is it? I have it here on my phone. I'm not gonna pull it up on screen, so I'd rather not like show them like publicly. They left a note. They left a fucking note, right? And this note buckled me, right? So this note reads, "I am in my I'm in my redemption arc. Please be kind to me. I have repented. All of you should be soul searching. Ultimate miracle." Now, if you don't know what Mrs. or Mr. Chan did, they essayed the mother. Now, it's not like DSP in a sense, but DSP, the only thing he's done is allegedly date a 17-year-old. I again say allegedly because I don't fucking know. I don't follow that locale. But it's the fact that they said, "I'm in my redemption act." Mate, you cannot be redeemed from what you did to your mother. I don't care where you stand on the spectrum. I don't care where you are on that. And I know Ash is like, move on, move on. But I just want to mention that because I'm like, what do you want them to do? Respond like, "Oh yeah, okay, you redeemed yourself, yeah. You went as a gender bend. I think it's gender bend, like fucking white Power Ranger, and you fucking screamed that word at them. You screamed that like term at them at the top of your lungs, and then when I'm in my redemption arc, you can't fucking say that and then go on my redemption arc. But like me saying something slightly racist and going, "Guys, give me a break. I'm in my redemption arc. Sorry." Like, fuck off. But yeah, no, I've seen that and that buckled me. That buckled me for a solid weekend. Like when I seen that they were kicked out of BronyCon. And then
It's
someone
also
said,
just crazy to be kicked out of a BronyCon. Like, not to say. I mean, let's just say the bronies have something of a bad reputation.
"Yeah, yeah, they
So
do."
if you're getting kicked out of one of those, it's genuinely you like. I don't know. Let's just say there's not they're not exactly doing like background checks, are they? You know what I
No,
mean? So
no.
like, it's very fucking hard to get kicked out of it. I don't fuck with any part of that shit. No, I'm good.
Yeah, no, but it is just funny. It is funny in my eyes. Like they continue to like, "Oh, have they changed?" No, still beating a dead horse. Sorry, yes, classic Piggy. But what else have I seen in the world of today? Oh, just very quickly because you know I love aliens and shit. Um, so obviously I'm not going to mention his name, but the president's like campaign numbers are down. So when your campaign numbers are down, obviously you want to get people talking about what you're doing. You know what I mean? So you kind of want to do something out there to go, "Oh look,
Yeah,
people
you
are
drum up some press.
yeah." And so what he did was he made a racist post about Barack Obama, which I'm not going to mention, but he just did that. And then he basically just now I people have called him Dementia Don because it's been rumored that he has dementia. But he just fucking went on Truth Social, man. "Yeah, aliens are real, lads. I have proof." What the polling numbers are down. Quick, quick, get those fucking aliens out. It's just so silly. Like, I just seen that and it buckled me. Like, "Oh, the polling numbers are down. Am I going to talk about like bringing the grocery prices down? Am I going to talk about anything like that? No, it's the fucking alien." I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't laugh, but I just wanted to mention that because that's funny in my eyes. Like, for like Keir Starmer going, "Okay, I'm going to talk about the legal issues in this country. Mr. Blobby is here legally, guys. Okay, he is here legally. We have visa checked him. He is here. He's a citizen. He has been a citizen for 30 years. Like, you know what I mean? It's just that kind of silliness that I fucking look at and I laugh. But yeah, just wanted to mention my two things that I want to mention. Now, Ash is going to slightly derail this. Not derail it. He's going to slightly move on from this and not talk about this and just acknowledge what he's been doing. And let me sit in my corner and laugh at the president talking about aliens. So, yeah.
What even have I don't even know what I've been doing really. I've been kind of chilling. Weather's still been garbage, but so that's made it. I don't know. It's a kind of weird thing where it seems like the January blues also hit me in February, where the weather's been hot garbage. And I like the rain. I do like the rain, but I don't like rain every fucking day without fail, non-stop. That's not very fun. Um, but yeah, what the fuck even have I been doing? I mean, this one was kind of the first general week being back properly, right? We did all the content Monday, we did the live streams all week. which was good fun. It was good fun to do it. Glad they're over. I can't like, excuse me. Obviously the streams are always fun, and interacting with our lovely viewers are always the most fun parts of it. But do look forward to the next couple of weeks of not having to do that much in the evening because I feel like, I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I feel like when you get slightly depressed, just the idea of being committed to doing things is just like, I don't want to fucking do anything. Let me just do nothing. Like evenings. Am I doing anything with my evenings? Not really. But does that mean I want something planned? No, fuck off. Don't want anything planned. I'm just going to do nothing. I'm going to watch some TV. I'm going to play some games. And I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want with no real, like, emphasis on need to do anything. One thing I guess we can talk about is the classic podcast, Ed. The Watching Walford 1985. It has, in fact, aired. We've had a bunch of comments from our members, which is always fun. And there's another episode in the can. I like the classic podcast. I'm slightly disheartened in a way. I'm slightly sad. For some reason in my brain, I was operating on delusions of grandeur that we were gonna get like fucking. It's like, yeah, we're gonna get way better views this time. Wrong. Yeah, fair enough. It was only really conceived as an idea for the members only, so I guess it'll just flip flop 50-50 of which one we decide to do each week, really. But yeah, I don't know, anything on the Clash podcast.
I like it. I like doing it. I prefer it over modern extenders. That's for fucking true, and for Batum. I love the classic podcast. I love that we're getting comments on it because I think the members prefer the classic podcast than us shitting on modern extenders. Yeah, I like that. I'm pretty happy with it. I can't wait to see more of it, of classic extenders. The first episode is out for the public right now. Episode 2 will be out for the public next Thursday. Unless we do stick behind a paywall where people actually, if they are interested, can watch it. Who knows? It just depends on the views because we rather you give us money and actually watch the product than you not give us money and not watch the product. Like, I know that might sound selfish, but you get what I'm coming from. Because, like, we put it out
Well,
there.
it's just a general case. We put it out there. It's not. It's one of the longer time investments we do for any of our shows. So we kind of want, if we're putting in that much time for it, we do want it to be one of the big shows. But I mean, hey, it's first episode. Maybe it'll kick up some steam. But if not, it is just an extra little bonus for the members who do support us.
Yeah.
At least this isn't a fucking like guilty plea as well. Like this
No,
isn't
no.
just us being fucking. It's just the kind of, if you do enjoy the things, just comment on it, tell us you like it. Gives us better. It's very easy to get lost in the source and just kind of go, how do people feel about any of this stuff? Who the fuck knows? Nobody tells us. But I don't know. Like it's just how it is, really. It's how it is. So if you do like the content, obviously tell us, and we will continue to do more.
What is the DSP quote that it says about the content? To subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out. Isn't that what he says?
I don't know, probably.
Yeah. That's entire. That's my motto now. To quote DSP, like for the classic podcast. Either subscribe, donate, or get out. Get the fuck out. That's another lolcow. All DSP. But yeah, I haven't really been watching much else. I've just been chilling, really, laughing in my own little bubble, farting in my own little bubble. Do you want? Oh, jeez, I need a stretch. Right. Oh, 3 seconds. Yeah, I've just been chilling. Really, I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm counting down the days for the Super Mario Galaxy movie to see in April. That's fun. I can't wait to see that. I will be attending it whenever it releases. I think April 1st. I think. It releases on a Friday, so the podcast will wait until I'm done watching that movie because I'm going to watch that movie first. So
Thursday podcast thriving.
fuck off. Saturday podcast. Oh.
Podcast is cancelled. Guess what?
Podcast is over. He prefers Super Mario than doing the podcast. What a nerd. Look, I love Louis.
When you watching it? Fucking 9 a.m.
I don't know.
Watch it in the evening.
Me just. I tried to bring my dad along to the last movie with me, but he didn't want to go. I was just sat there in the back by myself watching this movie, very invested. I was just invested. You know, like how you'd watch like The Godfather and you'd be fucking invested in it, like just looking at the screen at every move. That was me with the Super Mario movie. I was like, yeah, yeah, Mario, yeah, yeah. Even though I haven't played the Zelda games, I will watch the Legend of Zelda movie as well. Or
Oh,
Link, one of the two. I do.
Zelda.
Yeah, it's a live action movie and I can't wait. Um, but any other things I've been up to? Not really, not really. Just want to say thank you all for watching and tuning into the streams, especially Luke the Hoovian, who is putting us through fucking college.
Yeah, Luke has been a constant donator both through memberships and just through super chats. So, and it feels like the last like 2 weeks we've just been shouting out Luke a lot. But you know, it's always nice to have someone who's just very committed to the channel and they like what we do and they like basically everything we do. So it's a very nice it's a very nice place to be. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I say that most of the grumpiness probably just comes from having the fact that look, I love doing the live stream. Live streams are really fun, but it's just when the EastEnders is garbage and we have to sit there and watch it when I'm want to do other shit that makes it less fun. But obviously, everybody in the chats always make it fun. It's always fun to shoot the shit with people.
Yeah,
Um, Side mini tangent. If you were there for the live streams, the Tuesday one was a little bit shorter because I could get to see my local team play and they fucking won. It's the first game we won since December. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't get relegated this season. But it was a. I mean, when you get so wind deprived, it's the thing I've always kind of joked about, really, where this I'm just gonna call this last season, this last general time period's been a bit fucking miserable. Because as I've been maintaining, the EastEnders has been pretty mid. My football team has been battling relegation. In esports, my team is fucking shit when they should be 10 times better. So it's like, all right, are the sports doing good? No. Is the EastEnders doing good? No. Well, just give me some wins, boys. Just give me some wins. Give me some wins. Just some fake ones. Fuck it. Just something. Just something so I don't spend 3 hours in bed. Can't be bothered to get up in the morning. Please. Just need something. So hopefully it all changes. Hopefully it all changes. But yeah, I don't know. Been a fun week. It's nice to be back. It's nice to have that routine back again. And at least the difference is at least with these, at least if we're not necessarily in I think the worst feeling you can get is just to be checked out where you just don't care anymore. And I think that's kind of where the Ben Wadey show's at in a way, because a lot of us are starting to really not care anymore. And it's just but I'd rather it be just kind of anger and annoyance rather than just fucking fully complacent. I don't care anymore because that would be boring as fuck. Like, oh, and it was shit. Oh well, who the fuck even cares? Shit show anyway. Like, don't wanna go down that path. At least we can add something here somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. That's all I got to be honest. I got nothing else.
he's got nothing left. He's got nothing left, as some would say. So now I'll just do the outro. Because bollocks, I did the wrong time. Hold on. It's 43. Yeah, it is. So
Musical interlude brought to you by Piggy's Fumbling.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, this is the outro. This is where we say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and also thank you, Monkey, for joining me in today's episode. Monkey, who is behind me, just sitting there. Uh, that is the for people. I know no one cares, but if you want to know where you can get one of those monkeys, look up on eBay ITV Digital Monkey, and there you go. You will find them. That is an ITV Digital Monkey. So it is. One of the
Not very
original.
digital.
Well, ITV Digital was a
Mate,
failed.
when it's a fucking hologram, fucking then I'll buy one. till now, it's just a fucking monkey sitting there. Fuck off.
Do you not know ITV
Nothing
Digital?
digital about it.
I generally don't know if you don't know what ITV Digital is or not.
No, I don't know what that is, but it's less. It's fun. It's less funny if you explain it. So,
All right, I won't explain it. I'll
not
explain.
even a digital monkey.
Yeah.
Fucking bring it into the future. Come on, ITV.
Sadly, not owned by ITV anymore. It's owned by Red Nose Day charity. His old monkey. He's not really in the public domain, but he's sort of like teetering on that, if that makes sense. Where he is kind of fucking like owned, but not really owned by PG Tips, but not PG Tips. Give me a monkey horror movie. How about that? Monkey in the horror movie. Right?
Now, I've seen Monkey Horror Movie, which is the monkey with the symbols on his hands.
Is it good?
Does exist. Probably made by Blumhouse. Let's be real. They make fucking anything.
Did you see it or?
Nah, I was thought about seeing it, but never did.
Nah, fair enough. You could probably find it on like one of the streaming services.
Oh, probably on Prime, yeah.
Yeah, they fucking make anything to sort Blumhouse. Side note, and I will go in a minute. But I believe there's a new movie coming out, and a new horror movie coming out, where there's a rabbit who has, I think it's a rabbit or a son, who has the spirit of Ted Bundy in them, and
Sound.
it's and like I'm not making this up, and they're planning to make multiple movies of like famous killers like taking over bodies. So, like there's one with Jeffrey Dahmer as well. They're fucking like they're going to go for a lifetime, is all I'm saying. And also, in production at the moment is the people who did Blood and Honey, the Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
Yeah.
They're currently doing like an MCU crossover with the other public domain horror movies they've done. So look out for that, I guess. Woo! But yeah, that's the outro. Any movies you want to recommend, Ash? Any horror movies you want to recommend, Ash? Shout them down below. Go ahead.
I'll either watch them in 2 minutes or 4 years.
Yes.
There's no in between.
And if you did leave a movie down below, then we know that you watched at least the outro. So that's good. Yeah, fair enough.
Best bit of the podcast.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye.